So let's continue with our work. uh, in order to, you know, keep the things secured, we need to keep SL Linux turned on because this is, as you can see, uh, Fedora operating system, which means it using SL Linux. What is SL Linux? That's security enhanced Linux, which take care about some of the stuff. So since we created the publicly available host on this machine, we had to use SL Linux Manager, cmanage, in order to define the context for this HTTP daemon, actually the HTTP protocol. It can recall maybe on Apache or HTTPD, but here is pure Nginx. Regardless of that, the SL Linux calling this feature HTTPD system that is able to read and write the content type for the HTTP protocol, and the target is defined in this directory, and underneath any of, or later on some file types will be specified, you will see. And then we restore the connection, and then in order to this to work, you see how the SL Linux labeled this from uncoffined object. Yeah. So now everything should be, possible to be done through PHP, stuff like uploads. Uh, User will try to upload the picture because we're building the content management system, which is platform that just like WordPress or Joomla or W3PO or any of these, but this one will be done on pure GNU Linux manner. And since we did all of this, I believe that we can get some browser here and try to CMS dev installing ta-da, our hello world is working. See, let's try to check our info. Let's check if this actually works. Like this, it will throw an error. No, it's actually working, and you see this PHP info is without the style sheets and stuff because the the security is important, guys. So everything is working. Our certificate is in place that we did in first episode using certbot on the Nginx. Now, my friend, we should try and do some basic structure for this website. And we will do like this, and here will be this. Yeah, so let's create actual structure, for this CMS. Uh, we will build this simply as solution that will allow anybody who install this once when we finish all of this and make it publicly available, so people will be able to just install our solution on their server and run from there. And since this is the idea, we will build like simplest possible way where the platform itself will be packaged as the solution. You know, we will have like ordinary app that have about us link and contact page and stuff like this, but also have administrators who are able to, create the content, create the other admins and stuff. We will have super administrator. Um, let's explain here. So users management structure will be like this. It's bigger than admin, and then there is nobody else. The rest of this, like for the web shop users, because the idea of this CMS will be also you will be able to create some products and or services that people will be able to place order for it. I mean, you will see it will be one beautiful, beautiful application that I believe everybody will wish to have, and maybe this time I can commercialize this, huh? We will see. So let's get jump it back into our work. So this is our directory. We have just one file here, but we need to keep it tight and organized. So we will create includes directory. We will create directory pages where our public pages will be stored. In includes we will have the header, the footer, the stuff, like this. We have index already. Oh, assets, assets, my friend. Uh, and then direct email. Um, Let me just fix something real quick here, guys. Just a sec. Just a sec. Du, 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 du. Dun, 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 du, du, du. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay, now it's much better, so you'll not get distracted by my notification system. So we created CSS directory. We need like JavaScript, and we will need like in directory here. And remember when I said that our logo is copied here. So, so CMS logo, transfer on this machine. Password, I didn't do the keys here. There is the reasons for everything I do. You will see. Just keep it patient. So here, my friend, in the assets images, we will now sudo cp home node this CMS logo png here. Authorize this. We have it. Sudo cp to file icon file. We have this beautiful. Now our structure is a little bit nicer. Let's go into assets and in the CSS, let's say CMS, CSS. Yeah, and in the GS, we will do CMS, GS. Ta-da. Now, guys, we will do sudo touch includes bootstrap PHP. We will need db PHP, where we'll define the connection to the database that we're going to create. We will need the header. We will need the footer. Let's do like this. Uh, mm, we just need the year. If I'm not mistaken, something like this should do. I know, but I do like this. And then one pipe. Ta-da! But now, my friend, our file, in order to work, we need to define and include some of this stuff. Yeah. Um, bootstrap file, a lot of stuff, but oh yeah, we will need the navigation page as well. So not PHP, right? Also, the project will have to be multi-language, like English, Bosnian, German, and let's say Arabic, plus Japan. Okay, this is going to be fun. All of these languages we will offer in, you know, in our solution. So let's build our index file, guys. We will do it like PHP, and we will say that this is like index PHP file. We always put description what the file is, where is located, for what purposes is used in this little comment. So we'll say main front controller. And then we will require some of these includes that we are defined, and we can require once. I will explain later why is this important. Uh, Now, based on our structure, we should do like this. uh, hmm, and finish the line like this, and then everything is the same except DB. This. Now we will like a language handler. We will say if is set and then the dollar sign and get method where we will ask nicely for this language variable to be in place. And now you see you have to close these two and we will allow the languages that are possible to have in our little app because if remember if you don't specify those stuff then you're giving the chance and opportunity to them and who is them another person but you give the opportunities to them to define the stuff that you did not define in your app. Okay, that's why we will specify them like this, for example. Let's do Arabic. Okay, the default language will be Bosnian because I'm stupid Bosnian. Then, most importantly, English language because it's important, and Germans are important, and my dear Arabic people are important as well. There is many other important people, but guys, let's stick to these four. The Arabic is difficult. Uh, then, once when we define this simple, then my friend, uh, the language which is in, you know, use, uh, let me think about this a little bit. How to get this, like, yeah, what is there to think of? Let's just get the language. Yeah, bro. The programming is easy, my friend. You just need to know what you're doing. I believe this is correct. And now we need to set the language in our session. What's the session? Well, my friend, there is client on the server, and when the user open the browser and come to your application website URL, whatever, they establish something which is called the session. And you need to define some of these rules. That's stuff that will happen under the session. One of these variables that are like language, what type of language user selected, in that language the platform will be displayed. But in order to do this, you need to, specify and write down all of these. So language in, and then we will say allowed language. It's true, like this, and then $, the language in, which means in use, the default one on our website will be Bosnian language. which is done, but to make sure that this session belongs defaultly if the user didn't specify it, or if the link is passed to him from different language and the default one he had to include, you know. So that is why we will do it like this, and specify the language. The session is lang, right? And the default one is, we say, Bosnian language. Okay, this should be okay. Next thing we need to do about the stuff that we discussed, the creation of the super administrator and administrator and all of this stuff. We need to allow the Nginx or the web server that's running this HTTP protocol. We need to specify which of these are specifically capable to be visible for any of these administrator, super administrator, or whatever moderator, whatever we wish to have. And here, guys, I'm strict to just two of these categories. The super admin, he will onboard the admin, create them by a CRUD, and stuff like that. So let's define this. We will call this variable load static pages. Like this. Keep it simple, guys, because this can be tremendously long. Here we will have separate this to backbone pages, modular, and static PHP files will be there. Out, we will need admin management and page content. Oh my god, I'm trying to be consistent here, but sometimes it's difficult. Uh, this will be super admin only. This one be super admin and admin. Because the admin management can be done and performed only by the super admin, and page content management can be done by whatever, whoever. Okay. Beside that, we will need to define the slug. We will need to have role protection, and then we will have page routing, and a lot of other things. But so far, so far, let's do it like this. And now, since we are under these brackets, we will just, define those allowed pages like this, like this, like this. You know the drill. And always keep the last schema in place. So for example, we will have homepage, right? We will have services. We will have like contact page. We will have the blog, maybe news. Hmm? We will have product. We will have services future purchase, and we will have this. This we will have for sure. If something later on, you know, is needed, we will allow it. Here, let's say just like I know that we need to log in, yeah, and log out. These two for sure. If there is anything else. Uh, oh yeah, there is like dashboard as well. Dashboard that we will use to accept logged in administrators and super administrators. Now here my friend will be a lot of stuff. Let's make it like this. For sure, if you're doing code like I do, there is slow process until you see something happening because you have to construct. Guys, I'm doing vanilla PHP here. Bear with me. I'm trying to construct the whole system without using any sort of framework, so I have to be careful and think about pretty much everything. And the idea is to this should be possible to do under one working day, 8 working hours, and you are building this from scratch. Let's say like this. So we will need the page where we'll need to list those administrators that we onboard on the system, yeah. So there will be the list, and then those uh, admins need to be created. So we will have page admins create, admins edit, and for sure admins delete. Uh, so let me think about this a little bit. The news, the blogs, that's just the pages. The news is just the page with the type. We will do different types for the news, for the blogs, and for the static pages that we will wish to render. But they will be just under the page management. Yeah. Okay. So here let's do services list. Uh, services create, and let's do services edit. We will need these orders, my friend. Uh, when someone purchased the service or product from our, CMS for admin to be able to administer these, we will create like orders list, and we will create orders completed. So this is a place that should do it. Here, the last one regarding the pages, as I say, there will be different pages types, but mm, let's go like this. Pages, listing the pages. So pages, create pages, pages, edit pages, and pages, delete the pages. Yeah. So this is basic CRUD. Create, read, update, delete. So you see, create, read, update, delete. We should be able to do this. Page slug we will define like this. Variable will be page equal, and then again this get, you know, and then the get goes under these brackets and the single quotes, and we will request the page, my friend. Page is something that we need, and this page we will call home page. Yeah? The landing page, the one that will be loaded when somebody visit our TLD, like this one currently. If I refresh here, I will hit the 500 because error, the code is not done. We will have to do a lot of work before we will be able to see anything here. Be patient, my friend. So the page slug is defined. The proof here will be rough and maybe to continue in new episode. But guys, bear with me. This will be awesome content management system. You will see. Trust me, bro. See you in the next episode.